Hello! Welcome to Watson Elementary. My name is not important. The important thing is that you pay attention. This is the Earth. It's a beautiful place full of beautiful people. The things are nice, and the stuff is good, and tacos! It's so great that of all the planets I've ever lived on, I like this one the best. There is one problem though. The world is shit. Absolute horse piss right now. Why you don't take care of it, people? There are so many things wrong with the world, with the way countries behave, the way people think and act, and the way everyone is binging on this super self-destructive sandwich of ridiculousness. Absent-minded, tech-driven frivolity, and who knows what else, until we have at last reached the point of stupor. A nauseous state of moral and common senselessness. And the worst part is that we just keep eating. The world's fat belly is pressing up an already too tight leather belt, and it's held up miraculously, because God must have stitched it himself with lightning bolt thread. But it's just got to burst soon. Really soon, I think. I know I'm being very vague, using metaphors and meaningless adjectives, but as we go along in this program, you may see more clearly what I mean. You see, that is the reason I have decided to start doing this program, to express my ideas and thoughts regarding the catastrophic state of the world. Catastrophic in the hushed-up way a stand-up family man watches Jersey Shore or Honey Boo Boo in secret, destroying his mind and the influence he has on his children. And when his wife catches him watching it, he says he's just watching porn. If only he really was. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That's what the world is experiencing, and we are all doing it. We are all secretly watching Jersey Shore and destroying ourselves internally. We have to start paying attention. So listen up. I'm going to enlighten you and hopefully entertain you. Before I get into it and start breaking down different topics, different aspects of the earth and the people in it, I would like to first talk about the most serious issue. This is the biggest, not so underlying problem which can be applied to almost anything I will be talking about in the future. That issue is overpopulation. As if you didn't already realize this, I would like for everyone to keep in mind the fact that there are too many people on planet Earth. This truck represents the planet. And also, how do these people keep track of their belongings? I mean, who does that belong to right there? I don't know. Anyway, there are too many people, no matter how you look at it. Here's a graph. We're actually about right here now. You see, we started real low. In a way of oversimplifying matters, let me just say the easiest way to solve a lot of these problems is to not have so many people living. I know that sounds terrible, but if you forget all about the moral compass and all the sense of human feeling, the cold hard fact, the science of the thing will tell you there are too many mofos at this party. Now, I'll get back to overpopulation in a more serious and detailed manner later on, but for now, I want to talk about something related to overpopulation, and it's something that's really kept me from getting out there and trying to stand out, as they say. Gary Larson is a genius. I call it too much, too many, too fast. We live in a time when everybody can become a superstar overnight. It's like an era of shooting stars, where a shooting star flashes across the sky, awes and inspires those who are lucky enough to see it, and then disappears. The problem is that there are so many shooting stars, the sky is littered with them, constantly, always. When that happens, as we know, human nature gets used to overexposure, and we just tune it out. So how is anyone supposed to awe and inspire when everyone has stopped giving a damn about the Vietnam firefight going on overhead? Look around you and see how many books are out there by how many authors, or how many CDs and by how many artists. How many movies and films do you see which should not be seen? Maybe you're starting to understand my point. There are too many books, too many TV shows on too many channels, too many music artists, too many filmmakers, too many people just like me spouting their crap, coherent or not, on YouTube or your video sharing site of choice. So I ask now, anybody with a laptop and a word processor is a writer? Anybody with music software and a microphone is a recording artist? Anybody with a camera is a filmmaker or a photographer? Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody. I have seen a lot of the crap that's out there, and there are a lot of super talented people on this earth. A lot of my friends are incredibly talented, but where do they fit in now? Where do we fit in? What is this video you're watching right now worth to you? To put the talent bit in a different way, let's imagine a classroom in Europe, somewhere around the time of the Renaissance. Little Michelangelo sits in his classroom amongst his fellow students, learning about how the earth is flat and that life expectancy is about age 46. When activity time rolls around, Michelangelo finds a piece of canvas and some professional grade oil paints lying around, so he decides to finger paint. What he shows the teacher 15 minutes later is the most wonderful and amazing thing she has ever seen in her life. "Wow!" she screams. She takes him the painting and rouses up the school elders and shows them what a prodigy he is and suggests that his training be focused on painting. And the rest is pseudo-history. But let's imagine the same classroom, Michelangelo in the same seat as before, only this time Da Vinci is to his right, Rembrandt is to his left, Van Gogh and Degas are at the back, while Manet and Monet are up by the teacher because they just can't sit still for a minute. So activity time rolls around, and here comes Michelangelo with his amazing painting. But before a teacher can really absorb the magnitude of it, Da Vinci plops down a Mona Lisa in front of her, and she's speechless. But then Degas hits her with a scene of French ballerinas. Van Gogh and the rest pile millions and millions of future US dollars on her desk with careless abandon, to the point where the teacher loses that wow factor and says, "All right, you're all artistic geniuses, whatever. Let's just get back to telling time by using the position of the sun, okay?" How can we appreciate the genius amongst all the crap when even the genius is too much? And all this is happening so fast. Too fast. Before you can even sit and digest the amazing video you just watched, you're already clicking the link for something else that looks even more amazing. You listen to a song which is just tops, then read a blog about New Zealand which is incredible. You learn how to make robots out of gum wrappers and dimes soaked in battery acid from Pinterest, and you play the latest iteration of Angry Birds, Nazi pigs. Then you forget all about the first video. You spend 4 more hours like this, and you've done absolutely nothing with your day. So literally, the shit that you saw and did before does not matter today. It's already old news. Where does that leave us? Where does it end? I have a feeling we are headed for a massive collapse of technology and music and film and everything. I mean, nothing is really original anymore. But that's another episode, which featured Jay-Z and a red-headed youth. Folks, we are hurtling through the air at an incredible speed, out of control, and we are getting pelted by shooting stars from every direction. There is no ceasefire. It's getting brighter and brighter, and the noise is just everywhere, unbearable, unstoppable. And the worst part of it all is that all of it has become meaningless. I'm not here to try to give it meaning, and I'm not here to denounce any of it, but I do want to try and break away from the stupor and spend some time out in the daylight. I want to make you think about things which you may not have considered otherwise. Finally, I want to take a step back and get back to basics, because this is where we're headed. This douchebag guy is your future. Thank you. Too much music, too many TV shows bad, too many movies, good and bad, too many books, too many magazines, too many cars, too many cell phones, too many cell phone brands, too many phone apps, too many video games, too many restaurants, too much baseball, too much porn, too many diseases, too many doctors, too many schools, too much college talk. Blech.